Hey guys, how you doing today? It's me, Kelly, and today we're going to do a mixed media background using all the techniques of the Elmer's white school glue that we've been doing. And if you are not hip to what I'm talking about, I will link them at the end of this video for you to go check it out. So I recorded this video, and then when I went back to watch it, the volume was way too low, so I thought, okay, I'm just going to do a voiceover and speed it up. So I'm just showing you some magazines that I have laying around. We're going to do a text page transfer with our white school glue, but also I'm going to be cutting out quotes and stuff and keeping them in little sandwich baggies taped to my wall, so when I want to do a page or whatever, I can be inspired by these quotes. So that was what I was explaining. I'm taking a little bit of Mod Podge just to see about these shiny paper magazines, if they will transfer for me, as well as the white school glue. So I'm just putting some things down, and then I found the Love Me Some Bacon, and I'm like, well, oh, I wish I would have saved that. So I did save it, you'll see in a minute. And all I'm doing is our normal, burnishing it and pushing it down so it makes contact. And when you go to peel these up, when you peel from one side, maybe you're not getting the transfer that you want. Push it back down like I just did, and then pull it up from a different side, and sometimes you get a better transfer. Now, the Mod Podge will transfer first because it's not as wet as the white school glue, and I just pulled the Mod Podge off, and look at that deliciousness. So it's gorgeous. So like I said, the white school glue, you're going to have to wait another minute or two. You don't want it to be completely dry. At least I don't like to leave it completely dry, but you can. I mean, it's up to you. And if it gets completely dry, all you do is spray it with water, peel it off, rub it until it pills, and then you are good to go. So this is one of the techniques that I did a video on. A lot of you ask me when you're starting out or when you don't have a lot of money, what can you do? And I love showing you guys. So we did a little white school glue, a video kind of thing. So yeah, so you can see, I don't know why I showed you that flower, but I did, pulling it off. Now, mind you, these did not have as much texture and color. I didn't pay mind to what I put down. So that's why the one has better than the other ones, but all the same. So you can see, I'm just drying it until they are fully dry. Now I'm going to do a little bit of crackle. And what you want to do first is put down your base color, and I am using the Marabou Mixed Media Acrylic Mousse in vanilla. And I do dig this. I'm not going to, I did a video the other day, not sure exactly what this was, but it is a texture paste, and it just happens to have a vanilla color to it, and I'm kind of really digging it. So you'll see me using it. I've been using it a lot, and it's going to be gone before I know it. So yeah, so you dry it. You want to make sure it's dry, and then take a big brush, dry brush, and just, you don't want to go over it too many times because it'll not get the big cracks that you want. I'm using my Folk Art Black Licorice paint, and then you will just go and paint that on the same. Now, I made a mistake because I was too busy talking that I put way too much black paint on. So it didn't exactly crackle, you will see, as I wanted it to, but again, it does, and you just don't put as much paint. Now, I'm drying it with the heat gun, and it's more for you guys to see. However, I would probably just let it dry on its own. So the one down in the corner that I just pointed at, I'm going to show you how we can just make texture and go in with your, your paintbrush, the other end of your paintbrush, whatever you have, pencil, pen, and draw in it and make some lines. Now, if I had a color underneath there, that would be showing through, and that would look really cool. So, if it messes up, and don't think like, oh, I can't do anything with it. Yes, you can. Now do it and just make it work for you. So now you have a very textured part of your painting. So I'm going to take some orange Dilutions paint, luckily one of the ones that's not icky and or dried out. These are almost new. I mean, I've had them only for a couple months, so it's a dang shame that they dry out like they do, but anyway, that's for another video. And because I'm really excited for Halloween to be coming, I am doing orange and black. And I'm just painting, you know, a little bit over. I hold it by the top of the handle so it's not so, you know, hard and opaque. And so you can see the color coming through. You can see the texture. And that is one way you can deal with this. And you can see kind of some cracks coming through with the crackle that I did on top. And I'll probably do another video tomorrow showing you a little bit better of the crackle technique. But you can also do it with Mod Podge if you have Mod Podge as well. So I just kind of want to leave everything dry for a second. And I'm just kind of probably blabbing about what I ate that day. Who knows with me. And I don't know exactly what I was. Oh, I was looking to see what other things I did. So another thing that I did was I took some glue. We're going to do a thin layer of the paint as a glazing medium. Now you can see I opened up my crappy blue paint, and you can see I added water like they told me, and around the outside it stayed, but the middle is cottage cheese and it's thick, and you'll see. But I'm putting down some glue, I put a little bit of water, and I'm putting some color. And I'm going to mix it, and you're going to see we're going to get different depths of color that you want. I dig this. I think if you don't have your glazing medium and you want to get a glazing medium kind of effect, this is fantastic to do, and you can vary your transparency whatever way you want. So I have to adjust myself on this chair, so if you hear weird noise, that's just me. And I'm just going and thinning it out. On the page, if you want it even thinner, you can, which I'm going to show you in a second, add a little bit more water, a little bit more glue. Now remember, you want about 70-30. You do not want to jeopardize your glue so it won't stick. Now I made the glazing medium a little bit darker, as you can see. It'll still come through the underneath, but it won't be as transparent, you know, again, and I'm just drawing it. And it will lighten a little bit when you dry it, so, you know, you have that as well. And anything you mix with paint. I mean, I love mixing paint, and they do sell, I'm going to tell you, they do sell things that you can mix so the paint isn't jeopardized. But I've been using water for my whole life. And, you know, if you don't have anything else, there's nothing wrong with it. So I just want to show you that little trick of the glazing. So our mixed media background is coming together well, and I'm just taking that rest of that glazing medium, and I am putting it on that paper, because now that starts a whole other mixed media page for me, doesn't it? Or I could dry this, cut it out to do ATC cards, backgrounds, whatever you want. Rip it up, make it mixed media paper. It doesn't matter. And I'm drawing it so you can still see. So here we are. Okay. So what are we going to do now? I don't remember. I'm probably talking, I don't even know what. But I mean, you see how you can still see that bottom layer, the pinks and all coming through, the oranges, your transfer that you did. And it really, you know, it really is making this really great layered effect. And it's just the white school glue in a couple colors. I always tell you guys, when you're starting out, because so many of you are finding my channel and just starting out, and I totally get it. I totally get not having money or being limited to what you can buy. And, you know, not just because I'm a plaid ambassador, but because I have been using folk art and plaid stuff, Mod Podge, all this for years and years and years before, you know, oh my gosh, before even YouTube. And I love it. So I always say, go to your local craft store when they have sales. Do your Roy G. Biv black and white, which is red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, black, and white. If you really want to get that down, we know that if you use red and yellow together, you make orange. You know, if you do blue and red together, you make purple. So you can take those out of the equation and buy, you know, sometimes they're $2 for $1, $2 for $1.50, whatever. And get them, and that's what you start out with. Also, coupons are fantastic, and I've been telling you guys for years, Joann's, if you go in with a coupon from Michael's, a coupon from AC Moore, a coupon from Hobby Lobby, and your coupon from Joann's, they will use those 4 coupons on 4 different things on an order. So, I mean, it's really, really cost effective. So now I just use that delicious Marabou acrylic mousse in vanilla again, and just kind of I'm trying to push some of that to the background. So it's not like right up in your face, because we are going to be layering on here a bit more. Not in this video, but, you know, so that's what I'm doing. And I'm just taking my palette knife and I'm just kind of like scribbling in, making some texture, you know, having a blast. And like I said, I will be doing another video where what we do from here, stencils, stamps, that kind of fun stuff. And it's just fun. And this is just my Canson mixed media book. Nothing, you know, nothing too exciting. And this is where you play. I love playing. I love doing quotes. I do a lot when I'm just sitting here playing and not doing it on video. But you guys are just so supportive and so loving. And now I'm going to show you a cheap ass way to save those paper towels that you used to wipe things down. And you just let them dry and then you use them again tomorrow. So I hope you enjoyed this. Any questions, of course, leave them down below. All my information is down below. If you want to follow me anywhere, I would love that. And if you just found me and dig me, subscribe, please, and click that notification button. And as always, please be kind to each other. You never know what battle somebody else is fighting. I love you guys so very much, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye-bye.